Hi everyone, and welcome to my first knitting pattern roundup. My name's Allison. I go by Asaki Knits online, and I have a bunch of patterns for us to look at today, about 34, and it's a mixture of sweaters, accessories, mostly cable knits because that's my thing. I actually designed this sweater recently. It's called the Mick Sweater. It's my first garment pattern, and that'll be included in this list. But first things first, we have the Snow Crocus Sweater by Midori Hirose. It cost about $6.65 USD. Has about 900 projects on Ravelry. It's in a worsted weight, 15 stitches and 23 rows is a gauge. Available in sizes double extra small to 6 extra large, and available in English and Japanese. So what I really liked about this pattern is that it's got a wide neckline and a little mock neck. The cabling is beautiful. The puff sleeves that cinch in at the wrist, I think that's really chic. It's got a lot of texture in addition to the cables. I like that. And for it being a worsted weight, it doesn't look too heavy or bulky. It does look pretty wearable and light. Next we have the Airy Sweater by Isabel Kramer. It has 930 projects on Ravelry. It costs about $7.14 USD. This is knit in a sport weight. The gauge is 22 stitches by 33 rows. And it's available in 6 sizes, extra small through double XL. This one's really beautiful. I like the simplicity of just a cable pattern in the center of the garment. The center cable looks like it also has some lace work in it as well. And then it's surrounded by a lot of texture on the sides. Next we have, this one is a free one, the Must Have Cardigan by Patons. This one has a lot of projects, a little over 12,000 projects on Ravelry. It's knit in a worsted weight, 20 stitches by 26 rows is the gauge. It's available in sizes extra small through 5XL. This one is pretty heavily cabled. If you're craving like a heavy, thick cable garment, this could be a good one to start, especially given that it's free. That's really convenient. This does look a little bit more on the bulky side to me, which I do love a bulky knit. I mean, this one is pretty bulky as well. But yeah, it features these diamond cables in the center, and then some like braid cables off to the side, and then a lot of texture in the underarm and undersleeve area. What you could do if you wanted a simpler look was to skip any cabling on the arms. You could just continue in like a texture stitch over the arms if you wanted to keep the tension at the body. I think it would be a good way to balance it a bit more. Next we have the Honeycomb Errand by Gail Bunn. This one's also available for free. 14,000 projects on Ravelry. It is knit in a worsted weight, 19 stitches by 24 rows is a gauge. And it's available in 6 sizes from extra small/small to 4/5XL. And this one features the same, this is a Celtic knot, or Celtic braid. This one also features a Celtic braid in the center and some diamond cables filled with texture on the sides. Some braid cables as well. A big diamond cable down the arm. This is another nice like cable heavy pattern if you're craving something like that in your wardrobe. Next we have the Marie Chen by Isabel Kramer. This one is a cardigan knit top down in the round. It has 2,300 projects on Ravelry and costs about $7.14. It's knit in a DK weight with the gauge being 20 stitches by 30 rows. It's available in 7 sizes from extra small to double XL. I like this one because it keeps a lot of the texture in the cables on the body while the arms are plain stockinette. And the cables in front here also have some lace, which is a really nice dainty detail. It looks like there's a seed stitch up on the sides as well of the body. Next we have the Westport pullover by MJ Wilms. This one has 30 projects on Ravelry, cost $8.46. It's knit in a bulky weight, so the gauge is 16.5 stitches by 28 rows. And it's available in 9 sizes. So this one is pretty heavily cabled overall. It's featuring three, at least in the size that is modeled here, 3 big panels of this Celtic braid interspersed with this cable. It was kind of like this cable I have in my sweater. I think it looks like wheat, so in my mind I think of that as like the wheat cable. The big panels of Celtic mixed with wheat cables interspersed. And then it looks like some moss stitch or seed stitch off on the side over here. And the designer says it is inspired by classic Irish Aran knit sweaters. Next we have the Rivendell pullover by Sari Nordland. This has 240 projects on Ravelry, cost $10.77. It's knit in a DK weight, the gauge is 18 stitches by 31 rows, and that's in seed stitch. And the sizes, it's available in 9 sizes. This one is unique because the cable pattern is worked along the sides of the V-neck, so it joins to, it really accentuates this V-neck shape. The majority of the body is knit in a textured stitch, looks like moss stitch. This one has a really nice drapey look, I think because it is knit in slightly lighter yarn, a DK weight instead of a worsted weight. This looks very wearable and like something you could wear to work. It's very polished. Next we have the Aran sweater by Irene Lynn. This one has 133 projects on Ravelry. Costs $7.50. It's knit in a DK weight, the gauge is 17 stitches by 21 rows, and it's available in 7 sizes. It's also available in English, Japanese, and Korean. So this knit looks very modern. It features this cute wide collar that kind of drapes off the back and shoulders. Looks like that's in a 2x2 rib maybe, or 3x2. It looks like 2x2 rib. And it features these unique textures all along the chest and body. I think this is really unique that it has a plain upper yoke and then it gets into texture. I'm really into things with collars right now because I'm designing a cardigan with a little collar, so this really appealed to me. Next we have the Drizzle sweater by Suvi Knits. This has 125 projects on Ravelry. It cost $8.71. It's knit in a DK weight. The gauge is 22 stitches by 30 rows in stockinette. And it's available in sizes extra small through 4XL. This one is also worked seamlessly, top down. It looks like it's a raglan construction. Again, I'm really noticing I'm drawn to these designs that feature like a cool cable panel down the center but are plain overall. I think it looks really classy. And you get that visual interest of the cables without it being overpowering, like maximalist. I feel like my sweater here that I designed was very cable maximalist because I was enjoying learning more about all different kinds of cables and I just wanted to fill it to the brim. But I think for my next design, I want to design something like this. Keeping the cables at the center. I'm even really drawn to like sweater dresses. I think in a lighter weight yarn made a little bit longer than this would be really nice. Okay, next we have the Supermoon Sweater by Vera Velamaki. This pattern has 87 projects on Ravelry and it costs $9.56. It's available in 10 sizes. This looks like it has a raglan construction. It features this really wide cable in the center that looks kind of like a very like arrow shape. And then it features these horseshoe cables on the side. There's some textured stitch all over the sides and the underarm. And then it features that horseshoe cable down the sleeve as well. For it being worsted weight, it looks really nice and light and airy. I'm also impartial to the color. I'm really craving like a white or beige cream colored cable knit. So classic and timeless. Next we have the Yura Sweater by Agio Knit. This design has 347 projects on Ravelry. It costs $9.71. It is knit in an Aran weight gauge. Is knit in an Aran weight. The gauge is 16 stitches by 20 rows. And it's available in 3 sizes. Yuras is our modern interpretation of a classic Aran sweater with an oversized silhouette and traditional cables. It is sure to be a timeless wardrobe favorite. It's constructed from sleeve to sleeve, and the sides are seamed together at the end. It's constructed from sleeve to sleeve, and the sides are seamed together at the end. To finish, stitches are picked up from the neckband and ribbing along the bottom edge. I'm trying to imagine how this is constructed. So yeah, first thing you will notice is that the cable motifs that we're used to seeing vertical are placed horizontal. So I can kind of imagine how you would knit from this circumference across, back across to this circumference, but I can't really imagine how the body is constructed. This is a really unique design. I think they should get major props for the ingenuity. I don't know if for myself I would make it, but I really respect the thinking outside of the box. Okay, next we have a free pattern, the After School Sweater by Yeo Dawool. It has 96 projects on Ravelry. It's knit in a worsted weight. The gauge is 18 stitches by 26 rows and stockinette. It's only available in 2 sizes, so this is a sacrifice of using a free pattern. This sweater was designed with fond memories of knitting as a hobby after school during childhood. That's really sweet. I really do. I like the name After School Sweater. It's nostalgic. So like a lot of the other patterns I had pulled today, it features a cable motif down the center and has plain stockinette body, but this does have a cable motif down the sleeve as well. And for the construction, it looks like it's worked top down. You start with the back neck and shoulders, knit the back panel, and then pick up to work the shoulders to join to the front panel. Then this works seamlessly in the round. Next we have the Primrose Puff Sweater and Cardigan by Mick the Label. This has 18 projects on Ravelry and costs $9.99. It's knit in a DK weight and the gauge is 20 stitches by 28 rows. It's available in 10 sizes from double extra small to 5XL. This pattern includes instructions for both the cardigan and the sweater. So the cardigan features a delicate lace and cabled motif. while the sweater has 2-stranded color work. So you're getting a lot for your money with one pattern. Next we have the Smocky Cardigan by Soup Knits by Monmi. It has 56 projects on Ravelry and it costs $7.50. It's knit in a DK weight. The gauge is 17 stitches by 30 rows in seed stitch. And it's available in 10 sizes. So this is a very cable maximalist type of piece. It features those smock cables in the center, and then it's outlined by some traditional cables, braid cables, wavy cables, and then it has some texture on the side and underarm. Based on a combination of smock stitch and a few cable stitches with minimal use of seed stitch, creating different patterns for each size. It's designed to be oversized. Each size has its own chart to follow. It's worked top down. Yeah, beautiful cable maximalist kind of piece if you're looking for a cardigan like this in your wardrobe. Okay, next we have the Black Forest Sweater by Cheryl Mokhtari. It is $9.83 and has 16 projects on Ravelry. It is knit in an Aran weight, 17 stitches by 28 rows, and garter stitch is the gauge, and it's available in 11 sizes. It's designed to have an oversized fit and features a mix of cables, broken rib, and garter stitch. This looks like a very wearable piece, something you could wear to work and wear on the weekends. It's really timeless. The only thing I find a teeny bit distracting is the orientation of the cables switching. Like you have cables going, you have left twisting cables and right twisting cables. I feel like I would be curious to see this with all the cables twisting in the same direction. But I really like the mix of garter stitch and texture and cables. I think it gives it more visual interest than just plain cables, which I really enjoy. Next we have the Mabel Cardigan by Yinling Sting. This pattern doesn't have any projects yet on Ravelry, so I wonder if this is a smaller designer. It is in 25 Qs. So it costs $8.41, and it's knit in an Aran weight. The gauge is 26 stitches by 30 rows, and it's available in 9 sizes. So I really enjoy unique and complex cables. So these cables really spoke to me. And the double folded neckline is really classy too. I'd be curious, I haven't knit any of my cardigans with the double folded neckline yet. This looks really clean. What yarn is this? Lana Gatto Messina. It's 100% wool. Yeah, it looks really, really clean. It has that wow factor of these unique cables. And I like that the background is, how do I say? I like that everything surrounding the cables is all purl stitches. It really makes that cable motif pop. And then you have some cables outlining the button pocket. That looks really nice. But that's a beautiful one. I would like to make something like this one day when I'm ready for another challenging cable to learn. Next we have the Antiope by Sari Nordland. It has 67 projects on Ravelry and costs $10.77. It's knit in a DK weight with 22 stitches by 24 rows. It's available in 9 sizes, and it's knit top down in the round. So this looks like a raglan construction. This is a more fitted type of design. The cables look very fine and detailed. And I like that the raglan seam actually looks like a cable itself. So the increases are done centering around this cable. I see honeycomb, I see Celtic braid, I see some seed stitch. This looks like a more delicate cable knit. I really like the look of this one. Next we have my own pattern I wanted to feature in here. So this is my pattern, the Mick Sweater by Asaki Knits. It has 4 projects on Ravelry, costs $6.50. It is knit in a worsted weight. The Celtic knot is has quite a tight gauge because of the tension. And we found in test knitting that I think the best way to discriminate what needle size you should use is it's really dependent on the gauge of this Celtic knot. So I made a specific gauge swatch in the pattern that you'll follow to make sure that you're achieving the correct gauge across this center cable. It's available in 10 sizes. It's knit top down. It features a Celtic knot in the center, framed by some wheat type of cables, a classic cable, and then moss stitch all along the bottom, underside of the sleeve, and the side of the body. It's worked top down in the round like a trapezoid from the back neck here, and then you pick up along the slanted sides to create the shoulders and then the front panel. Then it's just worked top down in the round. So this is a very cable maximalist piece. It is very warm. I designed it so that the neckline is a little bit lower because I've made a lot of sweaters that the neckline sits higher, and I have sensitive skin, so it'll leave me very itchy. So I designed this to be a teeny bit more relaxed so it's not touching my skin. And it is a very oversized fit. I got a comment on the Ravelry page that someone would be interested in a lighter version for climates that don't get as cold. I myself live in California, so I can't wear this sweater much unless it's a very cold day. Yeah, I do want to design this in a lighter weight gauge, maybe even a sport weight gauge. I want it to be really thin and breathable. I have some yarn. I wanna start that this week actually. But if that interests you, please leave a comment. Next we have a free pattern. This is a Rory Gilmore sweater by Gia. It has 97 projects on Ravelry. It's knit in an Aran weight with a gauge being 18 stitches by 24 rows in moss stitch. So this is of course inspired by the sweater that Rory wears in Gilmore Girls. It's knit flat. Oh, okay, so this design is actually constructed to be knit flat, bottom up, and seamed at the end using mattress stitch. The collar is worked in the round. I think a lot of girls are seeking this oversized classic cable look. It looks like it has a rolled edge for the hem of the body as well as the collar, which is quite in style right now. 2 more patterns left. We have the Waffle Loop Sweater by Other Loops. It has 238 projects on Ravelry and costs $9.71. It is knit in a worsted weight. The gauge is 19 stitches by 32 rows. And it's available in only 3 sizes. So I've heard critiques of this. It would be nice to have more sizes available. I really enjoy the waffle texture. I'm designing a cardigan right now actually that's knit in not a waffle texture like this, but something similar. And it is very captivating to me. I wonder if it helps too for the structure for it to support the weight of the rest of the sweater. But this has a turtleneck. It has this texture all on the sleeves and upper chest, and then the cable motifs start mid-chest and continue down into the rest of the body. It's featuring a classic cable, some stockinette patterns, and then some oh my god, the name was escaping me, honeycomb cables. The sleeves don't contain any cables. It looks like just the front and the back from about the mid-chest down. Last pattern. I was so close to buying this pattern this past winter, but I skipped on it, but this one has been on my radar for a long time. It's the Ninon Sweater by Mareka Knit. It has 56 projects on Ravelry, costs $11.49. The price was a little bit high for me, that did deter me. as a grad student, I was trying not to spend too much money, so that did hold me back a bit. So this is beautiful. This is very cable maximalist yet clean. I think it's very well balanced. It features honeycomb all down the center, some classic cables on the side framing it. And then what I found really unique is that typically on the side of the body and the underarm you'll find a lot of cable designs will have moss stitch or seed stitch, but this is actually completely purled, which gives it an interesting look because you're getting the texture of those purl bumps, but it's very uniform and very dense. And I thought that was unique, especially in this brown. It's very satisfying. And then down the sleeve, you're getting those classic cables. So the honeycomb is only found in the center front and center back. This is available in 9 sizes. It's worked top down, worked flat with German short rows to shape the neckline, followed by increases for shoulder shaping. Yeah, this is a very timeless and beautiful piece. The collar and sleeves are done in 2x2 rib. I really love how the cables meld seamlessly into the ribbing for the sleeve. So those must be a 2x2 cable twist that leads into the 2x2 ribbing. That's very satisfying. And then the collar is a beautiful, chunky 2x2 folded collar. And with that concludes my first pattern roundup. I have a lot more accessory patterns that I put to the side on my Ravelry to speak about that are in my fall inspo pile. If you're interested in an accessories focused video, please let me know. It's full of scarves and beanies and mittens, socks. And with that, please like and comment and follow if you found this interesting. You can find me on Instagram where I'm posting regularly under Asaki Knits. And feel free to add me as a friend on Ravelry. I'm starting to publish more patterns. And you can find all of these patterns in a bundle in my Ravelry. So with that, thanks for watching and see you in the next one.